Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Sama's Kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you about making an herbal vinegar. I was out in the garden the other day and noticed all the luscious spring greens, otherwise known as weeds, that were coming up in the garden, and noticed that there's a number of them that are edible and highly nutritious. And one of the best ways, particularly for women, those of you who are interested in boosting your blood, as women are in their fertile years, we have the tendency to be a little low on iron, and in order to absorb iron, we need to have plenty of plentiful sources of iron, and some of the herbs in here help us to absorb that iron. It's also, these herbs are very good for everyone, men and women, for in the spring to help the body to detoxify. And any time of year really that you're wanting a detoxification, but the spring, for spring cleaning, there's a reason that we want to do that, to prepare our body for the heightened activity in the summertime. So, the herbs that I found in the garden that are lovely and nutritious, these are borage leaves. Now, a lot of these plants are edible, fresh, or cooked like a green. However, they are kind of prickly. So borage, you can put it in a salad, but my taste personally, it's too prickly to eat fresh. And so I am delighted to have found, to know about making herbal vinegars, and the vinegar also has the added benefit of helping to extract all of the nutrients from the herbs. So I'm going to start putting these herbs into the blender where they will get broken down, which as well helps the nutrients to get into the vinegar, which we'll then consume. So there's all the borage leaves that are going in. Another plant that is very delicious. Now this can be, this is yellow dock leaf, which is another one of these that's high in minerals and nutrients. It also helps the body to absorb the iron and the other minerals. This isn't so prickly, so you could use this in a salad or in a soup like spinach or something else like that. I've seen recipes for weed pesto, just using your green weeds and making a pesto out of it. Yellow dock, and any of these herbs, you really want to be sure that you know what you're picking, and I'll have another video soon of helping to identify exactly these herbs. There's only one or two lookalikes, somewhat lookalikes to the yellow dock herb, and it's fairly easy to tell the difference, but you want to be sure that you're really harvesting the correct weed. So anyway, yellow dock, I'm going to put some of those in there. And we have wild lettuce, which is very good for the nervous system and has lots of wonderful minerals in it. And again, it's a little prickly. This is actually quite a smooth specimen, but on the spine here, there are little prickles, and I'm not so keen on that in my salad. So I'm going to blend it up, take those prickles down, and extract the nutrients in that way. And another herb that I have here that I'm adding to my herbal vinegar is cleavers. Now you can see the reason for the name cleavers. It's holding on, it's cleaving to the wild lettuce. it will cleave to you. And this is the plant that makes those sticky little seeds that brush off and stick to you or animals as you walk by when you go hiking in the summer and you come home with all those little sticky seeds in your socks. It's cleavers. And one thing that I've shared before about sticky herbs is that they help us to detox by going inside, and their little molecules are just as sticky. We do live in a holographic universe, so everything in the whole universe, the quality of the whole thing is contained in its smallest parts. So the quality of the cleavers, the stickiness, is contained no matter how small we make the particles, it will have that quality. So as we ingest what's extracted into the vinegar, those sticky parts will go in to our body and go into our liver and our kidneys and stick to anything that's toxic or not beneficial. And we're asking this cleavers, help me to eliminate any toxins by sticking to it and drawing it, helping it to draw out of me. So we're asking that for the cleavers. We're asking the wild lettuce to please help my nervous system to be calm and relaxed and ready for healing. We're asking the yellow dock root to help me to absorb all the minerals and receive all the minerals and the gifts from the plants that I'm consuming. Thank you so much. And the same with the borage. Thank you, borage. Another quality of borage that I really like is there's a joyfulness to the borage. If you've ever eaten the borage flowers, it brings great joy, and there's plenty of recipes for a joyful spring tonic with borage in it. So we're bringing joy into our tonic, the joy of spring as well. Thank you, delightful herbs. And let me see, did I get anything else? Ooh, I got a lot of cleavers. I have a few more of these herbs. Yes, I think that's about all the ingredients that I brought there. So I'm just going to put a few more in here. This is a different variety of wild lettuce. I'm going to set it aside because I'm not so sure about that one. But okay, so I'm filling up my blender. I don't want to burn it out, so I'm not going to make it too full. And then I'm taking my vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and pouring it in. And then I'm going to blend this up and let it sit in the fridge for a bit, for some weeks. So I'm going to blend it up and show you what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. Quite foamy and green. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this into a jar and keep it in the refrigerator. So this preparation is different than a tincture that could keep unrefrigerated. Some people keep vinegars unrefrigerated, but I just want to be sure that since I just harvested these fresh from the garden, and the vinegar will continue to ferment, so it's really up to you. If you want your herbs to be fermented in the vinegar, you could keep it out of the fridge. People have fermented things and had healthy bacteria in them. I'm just going to keep mine in the fridge. And it's up to you. And there we have it. So this is my herbal vinegar. So after a period of time, couple of weeks or maybe sooner, depending if I want to have some, I will strain out the vinegar, strain out the plant parts from the vinegar, and my vinegar should be filled with rich minerals and nutrients. And then I can either have a spoonful in the morning as a tonic, or I can add it to my salad dressings or my recipes as I like. So enjoy making your spring tonic vinegar. All right, take care now.